The city of Bastrop, Texas, just a stone's throw from Austin, but far enough away to have the feel of small-town Texas. And if there's one thing that small towns do best, it's celebrating the holidays. Welcome to a very special Expedition Texas, Christmas in Bastrop.
Texas is full of lost history, from lost cemeteries to abandoned buildings, from the infamous to the obscure. Hitch a ride and travel across the Lone Star State, looking for hints of Texas' colorful past, our lost history. This is Expedition Texas, and we're gonna find it.
Bastrop, Texas is known as the most historic small town in Texas and has over 100 landmarks in the National Register of Historic Places. A perfect excuse for an episode of Expedition Texas any day. Bastrop County is home to the historic courthouse, cemeteries, military sites, and over 100 Texas historical markers. But today, that's not why we're here. We've been invited to share in the holiday celebrations and traditions along with the nice folks in Bastrop. The holiday tour of homes, the River of Lights, the annual lighted Christmas parade, and even a little Christmas chaos. And there to roll out the welcome mat is Bastrop Mayor Connie Schrader.
Christmas in Bastrop, Texas is a Norman Rockwell photograph come alive. It is everything you would want in small town. It is families, grandparents, there's generations of people that come back home, and there's generations of people that are raising their kids in Bastrop because they want that small town, American, everybody knows everybody kind of Christmas. We were established as a city in 1832. Many people don't know it, but we missed being the capital of Texas by one vote. Governor Sayers lived here in Bastrop, so coincidentally, he really liked the capital to be where his hometown was. And so when I go and talk to schools on career day, I talk to them about sometimes when you don't get what you want, it's exactly what you need. And I would much rather live in Bastrop, Texas in 2023 than live in Austin and deal with all of the traffic. It's a wonderful town. It's just a completely different kind of lifestyle. One of the neatest things about Bastrop, and we didn't just accidentally get here, we're on the shores of the Colorado River, and so we like to emphasize and people enjoy Fisherman's Park and our River of Lights. Every year they're a little bit different, and there's families that enjoy going year after year, and there's families that visit several times within the season. One of the big things we do is light up our Christmas tree, and we always do that the Saturday after Thanksgiving, and that's the kickoff of the River of Lights. And then everybody gets to enjoy it all through the season.
We'll catch up with Mayor Schrader later on at the Christmas parade. But first, a little known fact about Bastrop. Bastrop was originally known as Mena, around the same time that the town was coming into its own as the seat of newly formed Bastrop County. A nearby settlement called Waterloo was also being established. In 1839, Stephen F. Austin, who was crucial in the shaping of Bastrop, instead chose Waterloo, now known as Austin, as the official capital of the Republic of Texas. While the choice to place the capital elsewhere was a blow to the pride of Bastrop, that choice helped the town stay true to its roots as it continued to thrive in the thick of the Lost Pines and the genuine heart of Texas. Some of these details are on full display at the Bastrop County Historical Museum. Hi, Nicole. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you today?
Doing great. So, Bastrop County Historical Society Museum here, and I understand that as we walk through here, we'll kind of get a little look at the history of this place.
The history of Bastrop County. Because Bastrop history is Texas history. You'll see that everywhere in here.
Well, I mean, and that nothing more apparent than the road we drove in on is on there, and it's history too. We drove in on history.
Absolutely. El Camino Real is very popular here in Bastrop.
Yeah.
We even have historic swales in Bastrop State Park. You'll see them.
What is this? Were there coal mines in Bastrop?
There were, actually. There are several coal mines in Bastrop.
You're watching Expedition Texas.
we're in Bastrop, Texas to take part in the Christmas festivities in downtown. We'll be visiting some fun sights along the way, but first, to get a sense of Bastrop's history, we're stopping by the Bastrop County Historical Museum. What is this? Were there coal mines in Bastrop?
There were actually. There are several coal mines in Bastrop. And most of the coal miners in Bastrop came from Mexico. They were of Hispanic heritage. And this is our history of those coal mines. They were lignite mines here in Bastrop County, and they were all over the place.
Wow, this is really cool. I feel like I'm standing in the mine, and I get the feeling I'm looking down a long shaft here, but that's actually a depth perception thing. Somebody's playing with your mind here a little bit.
We've got a very talented artist who works with us here in the museum.
That's awesome. So cool.
And we also offer scavenger hunts for kids, and there is a hidden scavenger hunt clue in this room that many of the kids can't find, and it's actually up there above your head.
Oh, I see it.
And it's a little mouse.
Yeah.
So mice were actually pretty important in a coal mine, because if you have mice and you see them running, you run as well. That's a safety feature.
If the mice are running, you run. That's a good clue to get out of there, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's very cool. And now it looks like you have an entire room here dedicated to Camp Swift. What is this?
Yes, Camp Swift is very significant for Bastrop County. During World War II, we had over 300,000 men and women deploy from Camp Swift and do some training out at Camp Swift. We also had German POWs out at Camp Swift. We had about 5,000 German POWs.
Really? And we have a wall of photos here. I guess these are the veterans from out there, huh?
These are veterans from Bastrop County. So we collect images of veterans that we know of in Bastrop County. These are veterans during World War II.
Okay.
And then we also collect modern history of veterans, and we keep it in a book that everyone can look at here in the galleries. So in this room is the history of Joseph D. Sayers. He was the governor of Texas.
Okay.
He was also a military professional.
Yeah.
And here is the piano that was in the governor's mansion from 1899 to 1903.
Awesome.
This is an original.
It kind of looks like a room that would have been in the governor's mansion here.
Absolutely. It looks just like it did back then.
Very cool.
You want to see my favorite part of the museum?
Sure.
It's our favorite artifact here.
Okay.
It is etched into the glass. And this is Governor Sayers' wife, Ada Walton. She wanted to make sure that her diamond was real. So she etched it into the glass at her house to make sure that the diamond scratched the glass.
Really?
And it was a real diamond.
This is the window?
This is the window right here.
Wow. That is so cool. It's the little things.
It really is that matter to the women.
Yeah, that's very cool. Yeah.
So here in this room, we also have a book of historic homes of Bastrop County, and it's arranged by street, so it's easy to see. It's a visual photograph book, and there's all of the historic homes. We are the most historic small town in Texas.
Really?
And I'm telling you the truth. It's because we have the most nationally registered historic properties.
Oh, okay. So these are nationally registered. So that's not just a claim. That's for
Nope,
real.
it's for real.
Okay. Okay. Well, now some of these homes, I understand there's a holiday homes tour that's going on as a part of Christmas in Bastrop, and we can actually see some of these on that tour, right?
Absolutely. We are quite proud of our holiday homes tour.
Tell me, what is the holiday homes tour? What can we expect?
Well, the Holiday Homes Tour, the Bastrop County Historical Society has been doing since 1962.
Wow.
So we have a long tradition and we really know what we're doing. It's always the second Saturday in December. And this year we have 7 historic properties. So we have 6 historic homes and 1 historic church. And they all date from the mid-1800s to the early 1900s.
What are some significant stops on this tour? Kind of tell me what I can expect out there as I get out and look around at these houses.
Well, one of the homes is going to be the Joseph Wilbarger house, and he's famous in Bastrop County for having been scalped alive. Lived out the rest of his life without a scalp.
What?
So he's a descendant of the home that is on the tour.
Okay.
So that one's up on Main Street, and it's one of the stops this year.
You said there's a church as well.
There is, the Bastrop Christian Church.
Okay, and what's the story behind it?
Well, they are in a major renovation right now, a $600,000 renovation, so they need all the help they can get. And they are redoing their stained glass windows, they're redoing their pews, there's some structural damage, so they're just really rallying the community. So we're doing all that we can to help them out.
Bastrop, Texas, celebrating the holidays with several big events, culminating in the lighted Christmas parade. But first, we've taken some time to explore the history of Bastrop, and one such stop is the Bastrop Opera House. We've stopped by to get the story from Lisa Holcomb. Hi, Lisa. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So when I was talking to Ashton about coming to Bastrop to see everything going on here at Christmas, she told me about the Opera House here, and I said, an Opera House in Bastrop? I'd never heard of this. So, but it's here, and we're in it right now.
It is, and you are. Yes,
Yeah.
This is a historic theater, and it was built in 1889 by two merchants, and it's been a number of things over the years. It has such a rich and vibrant history.
So everything from like silent movies to stage plays,
Yeah.
and even a teen hangout in the 50s and 60s.
Yes,
Really?
absolutely.
What's the story with that?
Oh, we still have senior citizens that will come in to see a show today that will tell me about their experiences here with the Teen Towers.
Really, that's
Yeah.
so cool. Teen Towers, the hangout in Bastrop back in the day. But you know, I'm looking around. I see old hardwood floors. I see
Yes.
tin ceilings. I see all those things we look for in a cool historic building. Can you show us around a little bit?
Absolutely.
All right.
Come with me. So as you walk into here, this is our main theater. We have the floor, we have a stage. Here at much of this is original.
It doesn't look this big from outside, though. I mean, it's deceptively huge in here.
It is, yes. It seats 150 people, so we call that intimate.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, it's, the ceiling is so high, and the balcony, I guess, is where all the tech is.
The balcony is up there, yes.
Yeah.
The
I guess
tech.
there used to be seats there back in the day.
A long time ago.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. So you're preparing for a show here today. What are you showing today?
We are showing A Christmas Chaos at 2:30 this afternoon.
Now, I noticed on the poster, it looks like it was originally Christmas Carol and is marked out to Chaos. Tell me about this show.
Oh, it's a funny, hilarious comedy. It's a spoof on the Christmas Carol because everybody, it seems like, does the Christmas Carol, and it's a wonderful show. But we decided to do something just a little bit different.
Give somebody appreciate it.
And thanks to you, this will be the best fight ever.
Please, please. You're too kind, too.
Oh yeah, thank God for TJ.
My name is Seth, and my favorite thing about Christmas is that you get to open presents, you get what you like, and you have fun with your family and friends.
My name is Aubrey, and my favorite thing about Christmas is getting together with your family. My name is Shane, and my favorite thing about Christmas, I kind of like a little bit about everything.
As folks begin to line the street for the Christmas parade, it isn't hard to see that small town feel.
Parade lights here, folks. Lights, lights, lights.
Friends and neighbors coming together to celebrate. And if it seems there's a little stronger feel of community here, there may be a reason why. The Bastrop County Complex fire ignited September 4th, 2011, and was the most destructive wildfire in state history. The 32,000-acre fire destroyed over 1,600 homes and killed 2 people. High winds directed the fire quickly into Bastrop State Park, a beloved National Historic Landmark with structures built by the CCC during the Great Depression. Hundreds of defenders, including more than 140 Texas Parks and Wildlife employees, commercial partners, and firefighters from all over the country, came together to battle the blaze. The effects of the fire can still be seen on the Bastrop County landscape to this day. But the effects can also be seen in the resilient community spirit of the people gathered along Main Street and the happy faces aboard the over 100 parade entries that will soon fill the streets with light and sound. The Bastrop Christmas Parade is next. So we're going to head down through the crowd here and see if we can go find the mayor. She's up in the booth getting ready to announce the parade. Let's go say hi to the mayor. All right, here's the mayor. Let's go say hi. Hello, Mayor. How's it going? We're up here in the announce booth. Who's calling the parade with you tonight?
This is Harvey Giblin.
Hey, Harvey. How's it going, man?
I'm Harvey Giblin, president of the Art Institute of Austin.
Harvey Giblin, Art Institute of Austin, and Connie, of course, mayor of Bastrop. And take a look at this crowd lining up out here. This is awesome.
My favorite thing for Christmas is I like to have fun in Christmas, and I like to jump if I get excited. My name is Blake, and I want to go out. Their name is not Grace, their name is Blake. My name is Paisley, and my favorite thing about Christmas is getting to see all my family members. My name is Amaria, and my favorite thing about Christmas is getting presents. My name is Emerson, and my favorite part about Christmas is driving down the streets and looking at Christmas lights.
All right, folks, it's Christmas with Expedition Texas. The tradition continues, and we're here in downtown Bastrop, Texas, and I'm here with the Director of Marketing for Visit Bastrop, Ashton LaFuente, and what a great crowd already.
I know. How exciting.
Another holiday feature in Bastrop sits along the Colorado River, just a few steps away from the parade festivities. After the parade, the river walk will be flooded with families checking out the lights. So Ashton took me down to see the display just before the end of the parade.
All right, well, this is it. Welcome to the River of Lights along the Colorado River. All right, so the River of Lights has been here for a really long time. I don't know the exact amount of time, but as long as I've been here.
Okay.
And they change it up every year. You can always expect something new and something fresh and a lot of displays along the Colorado River. How can you beat that? All right, here's the big guy. This is the big tree that we light during the kickoff of the Lost Pines Christmas, the first weekend after Thanksgiving. And we come down here, we have a huge tree lighting ceremony, and then we light the River of Lights.
Awesome, and the River of Lights is amazing. And you know, we kind of snuck down here a little bit before the parade ended, because once the parade ends, this is going to be full of people.
Yes.
And I understand you have some little ones up there at the parade as well tonight.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about them.
So I have a 10-year-old son, I have twin 9-year-olds, and my husband's up there too, and they're partying it up there.
All right, and they're going to be down here partying it up at the River of Lights here pretty soon too.
That's right.
Okay, now how much consideration, when you consider events for Visit Bastrop, how much consideration do you put into what your kids might like to see?
Yeah, I mean, it's all the consideration. You know, I've lived here my whole life, so I think it provides a unique perspective for me to be able to sell this experience, but also be able to bring my own family out to it and believe in it and enjoy it and partake in it as well.
What does Christmas mean to your family?
Oh, I think Christmas especially is about togetherness, you know, and celebrating who we are and everything that we have and everything that we're grateful for.
With as much history as Bastrop, Texas has to offer, there's no doubt that we'll be back. With all the new friends and Christmas memories we made during our trip, we'll have to make extra time to stay and visit. You should too. Special thanks to Visit Bastrop for inviting us, and Merry Christmas to you from Expedition Texas and the folks in Bastrop.